Well, hello everyone, and welcome to a Stormcast comparison between the Soul Wars and the Dominion. I wanted to do this ages ago. I did actually get a few bits and pieces here and there. When I say bits and pieces, I mean a few books, like the General's Handbook. However, it still didn't seem right. I mean, I think I really needed to have the Stormcast Eternals 3rd edition book to really make a good comparison of which one was actually better. Then it kind of got a little bit confusing because at the same time, well, this is from 2nd edition and this is from 3rd edition, but some of their rules has changed. So with that, I am going to go ahead and use these for 2nd and 3rd edition, while these are just the 3rd edition ones. And let's find out which one's better then. Okay, so let's start off with the battle line, shall we? Firstly, in the 2nd edition, the Sequitors, you needed you needed someone kind of special in order to get the Sequitors to be battle line, and that will actually have to be the Lord Arcanum. Thankfully, you actually get one in the Soul War box, so that's something. However, in the 3rd edition, these are now battle lines, so that's great. I mean, I love the Sequitors; they're really good. But of course, they've also changed. With the Dominion ones, well, this is where it gets interesting. I mean, if I just go ahead and say that the Vindictors are pretty good. I mean, they're the battle lines that has the spears, which is something that the Stormcast were kind of lacking. And in this box, you get a full 10. This one you get 8. No idea why. You do get 2 primes, which means you can actually have 2 units. 1 unit of 5 and 1 unit of 3. Why 3? Why 3? Why do you ever want to have under strength units? Doesn't make any sense. This one you actually do get to have a full 5 and 5 or 10. This one gives you the opportunity to say, hey, if you're new to this game, you can actually have 2 units of 5. That's great. If you're a veteran and you already got quite a lot of Stormcast here and there, you could actually go ahead and have full 10. Go by reinforcing. It's exactly what I did. I decided to have the Vindictors and reinforce to have the 10. It gives you that option. It also gives you the options of having helmeted and non-helmeted, or a bit of both, which I went for a bit of both. Yeah, again, versatility. It's great. Well, this one you get an unmanned squad unit. Oh geez, I'm not talking about 40k now. However, this is where it gets a little bit more interesting. The Sequitors were one of the best units in the game, and there's not really much reason not to take a Lord Arcanum. Which, out of these two, I'm going to give the points to the Soul Wars, because the Sequitors were that good. Now, for the 3rd edition, this is where it gets a little bit more different. The Sequitors have changed. Changed? Why? Why did they get changed? They were great. In the 3rd edition, they are missing their soul shields. They are equipped with shields. I do apologise by my painting skills. I'm a very slow painter, so I have actually painted 2 of them. Anyway, but you can see that they do actually have shields, just like these. Now, it's like the Liberators do have shields, but if you have like more shields in the unit, then they get +1 to their save. The Sequitors in the 3rd edition doesn't have that. They don't have anything. whilst in the second edition they actually did have their shields, which was reroll ones. Now that their etheric channeling also got changed a bit, which was a bit weird. I mean, the second edition, if you picked the weapons, you get to re-roll failed hits, which was huge, absolutely huge. I mean, you can actually do a nice combo with the Secretors, Evocators, and the Lord Arcanum. I'll get into that a little later. Whilst this, it's like on a roll of a 6, you get 2 hits, as long as you roll a 6. I don't know why you wouldn't want to do that, because the other ability is you can pick their shields, which looks like they don't actually have the shields, and they get a 5+ ward save, which is much better. It allows you to try and block the path of the enemy to get to the objectives, which is great, you know. Yeah, so while they changed, their defense, I think, has gone crazily, just because of that 5+ ward save. However, yet again, where are their shields properly? No, really, that doesn't make any sense. Now, don't get me wrong, I actually do like the Vindictors. I really do. Hence why if you want to ever do a reinforcement, you always do the ones with the spears. Always, because of their reach. Right, but out of those two, which one would I pick? The Vindictors or the Secretors? I'm going to have to go with the Secretors myself. I mean, that 5+ ward save helps immensely. Right, but it's not finished yet, because we've got one more point to give out. That would have to be the diverse. You can have a unit of 7 if you get rid of the prime here, or 2 units, 1 unit of 5, 1 unit of 3, but you got one unmanned, underpowered, under strength unit because reasons. Doesn't make any sense. Whilst this one, you get to pick a unit of 5 or a unit of 10, which is great, and that's perfect for beginners. So you get a win right there. So the scores are 1 for Dominion and 2 for Soul Wars. Next up we have the ranged weapons and any war machines. Nothing. Absolute nothing. So the winner here is Soul Wars. Wow, that was easy. I mean, don't get me wrong, these castigators were kind of not the best shooters in the game at all. And the Celestar Ballista, yeah, I actually like the Celestar Ballista. The 3rd edition rules compared to nothing. The castigators actually got a lot more better now. Very useful. And actually even so is the Celestar Ballista as well. Might as well move on. So next up comes to the elites. Oh boy, I do like my elite troops. Right, so we have underpowered, under strength evocators. Whilst in this corner we've got the annihilators and preators. So the preators are very good. I would love to have more of these. If you have like maxed out heroes, when I say maxed out I mean like maximum amount of heroes, you want to take these, that's all. You've got to take the preators, or maybe 2 units of them. The annihilators are just so fantastic good. Oh yes. Well, of course I'm not going to skip out the evocators. They are awesome. I love the evocators. I love them so much that they've changed a bit. That's a shame. So the evocators on the second edition, they were able to have a reroll save rolls for ones made from missile weapons. That's gone now. Yeah, because that was the Celestial Lightning Arc. Their Empower is also different. I'm not too sure if it's good or bad. I mean, beforehand, it was the Redeemer or Sacrosanct units are able to reroll failed wound rolls, whilst this one is to add one to the wound rolls. So a reroll or +1. I'm thinking more of a reroll, because that could also be beneficial, especially if you have like buff spells as well, going left and right. Rerolls probably a little bit more better than +1. So yeah, they are also part of a nice little combo that you could do with the Secretors, of course. But anyway, enough about that. Well, the clear winner is obviously Dominion. Right. What can you say? Well, what can I say? I mean, you got one underpowered squad. Oh, I'm doing it again now. Unit. Whilst both of these, yes, the minimum size is 3 and the minimum size is 3. So you have these already fully prepared. Already. So that deserves a win there. The overall winner. Because from the diverse, and then you got 2 units, 1 unit, but at the same time, it has to be that these. I mean, let's go ahead and because I love the Annihilators. They're great, and the Praetors are more than necessary than Evocators. I mean, I think the Evocators kind of dropped a little bit, but like I said, don't get me wrong, I do still love the Evocators a lot. So the comparison between these, definitely going to have to be straight to the Dominion. Well done, Dominion. Next up, we'll come to the Wizards, and there. Let's just do that. Get rid of that. Soul Wars easily win that one. Right. I mean, the second edition Incanter was one of the best knights in the entire game. I mean, they were fun. I mean, seriously, they were fun. Mainly because of their spells of the let's see, the Spirit Storm. Oh yes, it's like each enemy unit within 18 inches suffers 1 mortal wounds. And in addition, they also subtract 1 from the charge rolls if they're within 18 inches of the caster. But unfortunately, that's changed now. That's changed so much. The Incanter just knows how to make enemies' clothes and armour get a bit wet by making it a drizzle on them. So that's a shame. That's a shame. That was a really interesting spell. I mean, seriously. They also had the Spirit Flasks. Yeah, because, you know, why not? And they got rid of that too now. I think it's to do with less upkeep and try making them less as powerful. I mean, but compared to the Arcanum and Incanter for the 3rd edition, they're almost the same. I mean, if you want to have the Arcanum, your only best bet is to have lots of units with the Thunderstrike. If you don't, then go for the Incanter. In fact, I would still go with the Incanter. Do you know why? Void Storm Scroll. There, you win that one. The Void Storm Scroll, instant dispel. That's really good. I mean, with the Arcanum, yes, you can make the endless spells not pass through this mini or anything like that, as long as the endless spell is actually going towards the Knight Arcanum. If they are on the other side of the battlefield, then who really cares? Of course, I got the Blaze of the Heavens, but the Knight Incanter does have that Spirit Storm still, but it's literally subtract 1 to charge rolls. That's about it. Like I said, it gets a bit wet. But the instant dispel, no matter what, is much more powerful and much more useful than the Arcanum's endless spell, no go through kind of thing. So all in total, yes. The Arcanum, nah. Incanter, yes. Next up, we come to the rest of the heroes. Well, I'll have to give it to Dominion already. I mean, there's 3 extra heroes right there. So all in total, you get 4 heroes in the box, whilst the Soul Wars box, you only get 2. So already you can just think about what else you want to have or take away. You got the choices. You want a smaller game? Then have some less heroes. And you get to pick out of 4. This one you only get to pick out 2. So that's unfortunate. But at the same time, hey ho. Let's talk about that Lord Arcanum first. Because the Lord Arcanum was actually brilliant. I mean, I loved the command ability, which is part of the combo for the Sequitors. The Soul Energy, they ditched that command ability, which is the same, where you pick the Evocators, Castigators or Sequitors, and they get to use both of their abilities. That doesn't exist anymore. It doesn't exist anymore in 3rd edition, which was a shame, a huge shame. They also don't have their Spirit Flask anymore, which is kind of a shame as well because of their healing spells. I mean, just wow. That's pretty awesome. They've also got rid of another spell, which is the Prime Electrists. And it's part of the Arcane Bolt. If it's not Dispel, it does D3 mortal wounds instead of 1. Or D6 if it was cast on a 10 or more. But that's gone now. It's all simplified, I guess. For a Lord, I don't think that's great, especially for a Wizard. I miss all of those canny spells and all that. That's a shame. Hey ho, but in this one we have the Knight Vexilia, a nice little banner. Lord Imperiant, which I think is brilliant, by the way, especially the Gryph-hound, and Indruster as well. A unique hero. That's great. I mean, what happened to the first one and the third one? You got the unique hero. In the second one, you don't. So I take it in the 4th edition, there's not going to be a unique hero. In the 5th edition, there is. What? I don't get it. Well, either way, this is a big win for Dominion. Now, as for being diverse, well, yet again, there's actually 4 heroes that you could pick, whilst this one you only have 2. You also get the Gryph-hound, which is a huge bonus there. I mean, that's amazing. So there you go, you get an extra 1 as well. So yeah, the Lord Arcanum was brilliant, but when it comes down to the Dominion box, I mean, you've got the Lord Imperiant and Indruster sitting there waiting, and of course the Lord Arcanum has dropped. Oh, that's a shame. Well, there you have it. I mean, I think there could be a clear winner here. Well, maybe not. I mean, looking at this, you get, if you're a starter and you pick up the Dominion box, you get 2 Battlelines already. You get 2 elite units as well. You get 4 heroes. I think you're overwhelmed. And with this, you don't quite understand of where else to expand, or what else that you could get. The Soul Wars, however, well, you want to deal with that underpowered unit. So you might want to get the box of 3 Sequitors that's easily fit. They're the ones that fits together easily. There you go. So that would be them. I mean, that's another 3. You just take away one of the primes, and there you go. Now you've got 2 units of 5. There you go, you've already expanded. That's one thing. The Celestar Ballista, you could always get a Lord Ordinator. I mean, why not? That's another way of expanding. Maybe you want to have a a 3rd unit of Sequitors, because, you know, why not? So here, have a 3rd unit of Sequitors armed with swords. Now, the thing is about the swords is that they kind of got rid of them properly. Now they don't really have any meaning, just like their mauls. So, I've got swords with mine. Now, I normally I have a unit of 10 with swords, well, 2 with maces, of course, great maces. And then what I'll do, I would use the Lord Arcanum's ability by having the command trait, so they can actually have the weapons and shields. So that was actually very good. If I just go ahead and say that, yes. That means that they can reroll failed to hits and reroll failed saves. With 3 attacks each, hitting on 3s, wounding on 4s, that's pretty good. Having the evocators use the empower on them, that means reroll failed wounds. So you have the Sequitors rerolling failed to hits and rerolling failed to wounds, 3 attacks each. That's amazing. And if, just in case there's anything left, you get that reroll failed to save rolls as well, which was brilliant. Unfortunately, all of that's gone, so that's kind of meaningless. So, expanding on this, well, I've actually kind of already shown you. Notice how they've has castigators, and of course a Celestar Ballista. They don't have any shooting. No, I'm not including the Lord Imperator shooting baton. No, because that doesn't count. So yeah, there you go. That's the best way to start for Dominion. Having a unit of shooters. Which one? Yet again, it's a little bit, I don't know. So what up to you? Like the Soul Wars is one of those ones where you can literally know what you want to include. So therefore, I'm giving this bonus dice to a 4 because I was leaving that one behind. Oh. So the clear winner really is the Soul Wars, due to how good they were in 2nd edition. 3rd edition? They're still actually really good. I mean, the castigator's got a lot more better, so that's got to count for something. And I still think that the Sequitors are still very, very good. You can't go wrong with them. So yeah, I'd say the clear winner was literally the Soul Wars box. Well done, Soul Wars. You beat Dominion, which is strange because Indruster's right there, and I like Indruster. But then again, I like Magic. So there you go. I hope this actually helps with anyone starting out in Dominion. Like I said, get a range unit, pick one that you like the sound of, and start from there. If you're an average gamer and you actually have some Stormcast lying around, just think about which one do you think is better. Because this is only my personal opinion, of course. Well, anyway, that's what I have, so thank you very much for everybody.